Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast, and welcome to another NASCAR Truck Series race review. Today's race, the Camping World 225 from Chicagoland, and yeah, another mile and a half. They always put on some great races for the Truck Series, especially in the night races.
Yeah,
saw some crazy crashes throughout this race.
yeah, it's real. Even from the green flag, there's like racing each other really hard and a lot of fun racing.
Yeah, so talking about some irony here, you have Austin Hill who won the pole, which I believe it might be his first or second pole. I think he might maybe have got it in Daytona, but then his good friend Johnny Sauter would get the outside pole. So some buddies sharing the front row.
Yeah, it seems like that's what it always goes. A lot of times you have some controversy with somebody, and you always end up side by side, or you're always together, and you got no separation, and just something reminds you all the time. It's like, I can't get away from this dude.
Yeah, it's like that person that you just can't stand. You end up seeing them all over the place.
Of course,
some of these places. So I guess that works in the racing world as well.
Yep.
Then you have Ben Rhodes, who just had a awful start, blows up at the very beginning. Just not his day.
Yeah, Thor Sport wasn't even having real good luck here at Chicagoland. Matt Crafton changed engine once or twice.
Yeah.
And then Ben Rhodes, since the green flag goes, his engine blows. So, they just didn't have very good luck in Chicagoland.
And Austin Hill would lead, and then Jordan Anderson would blow a tire. He would go a lap down. Unfortunate for him and that team.
Yeah, he was right there behind Ben Rhodes. I ain't sure if he might have ran over something, cut a tire or what it was. But, he spun around. Luckily, he didn't hit anything, but he did blow a tire. He had to go in the pits and get that fixed, and never could recover after that. Could never get his lap back.
Then it would be Enfinger versus Hill for the lead. Enfinger would eventually take over the lead. He'd have a dominating performance up until Brandon Jones would just run him down and pass him on the final lap of the stage.
Yeah, Enfinger had a really strong truck through the stage, but Brandon, it seemed like his was really coming on towards the end of the stage. And that 51 truck's always fast. Especially when Kyle Busch runs it. He passed him on the very last lap of the stage and got the stage win.
Yeah, it seems like Rudy Fugle, crew chief of that truck, just knows how to, set up a perfect truck for these mile and a halves. We've seen that with him and Kyle Busch. That's like a perfect combination. They're undefeated right now in this year, and they're not going to be defeated at all because Kyle Busch, he's pretty much done for the rest of the year. So they're going to have to wait another year before they can, show them up. But
I believe it shows them a lot of confidence in Brandon Jones. You see he's improving week to week. You see him in Xfinity races, and I see some great things coming out of from him, whether he's in the trucks or if he's in Xfinity.
Yeah, so with that, Jones would win stage 1. Stage 2, he would lead them to the green flag, and then would have the 54 of Natalie Decker. She would spin, but luckily she would be able to continue on and had a pretty good rebound.
Yeah, that's going 3 and 4 wide, I believe, and she just got loose, went in the middle right there, and Todd Gillen kind of got into her, and she spun around. Luckily she kept out of grass. It's unfortunate, you get in somebody else's mess, but it's good that she continued on. So.
Yeah, then Enfinger would eventually take the lead, and he would win stage 2. Jones was right behind him yet again. Just this time, Jones couldn't quite get around him.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like the stage 1 when he raced him down for the last lap, but I believe Enfinger seen that story before, so he wasn't going to let it happen.
Yeah. So stage 3, Brett Moffitt would take the lead. do believe it was to pit cycles and stuff like that. It'd be a crazy, insane restart. Would have a 4-wide racing, which would end up causing Enfinger to lose quite a bit of positions, which is really important, which is about to happen. Spencer Davis will get into Enfinger and Wayne Self, and it's pretty much in Enfinger's day.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't think Enfinger like being 4-wide like that, and anytime you let out the throttle, you're going to lose a lot of positions, and I believe he just tried to get in a spot that he really couldn't fit.
Yeah.
And he hit 2 trucks at the same time, and that pretty much ended his day. And I believe Johnny Slaughter was having some electrical issues too. So, like I said, Thor Sport was really suffering here.
And then Matt Crafton, his truck would shut off under caution. He would lose some spots. So they just, they had some bad luck at Chicagoland.
Yeah, some of his computer, I ain't sure, he said something about when he shuts it off, and then what they do under caution, they want to shut it off, save fuel. But something with the throttle was hanging up, and it just kept shutting it off and wouldn't fire back up. Yeah, and since you can't maintain the speed on the track, he's lost his position.
Yeah, he went from 7th to 19th. That's a crushing blow.
Yeah.
Especially once you get in that mid-pack in the truck series, it's so much dirty air. There's no way you're escaping from that, at least for quite a bit.
Yeah, because when you're in the first two stages, you may be able to rebound coming from the back, but once you get put back here on the third stage, it's really tough.
Yeah, and I thought maybe because Enfinger was pretty much taken out of this race, I thought Brandon Jones would just have an easy win. Yeah. But it seemed like Brett Moffitt just stepped it up after he got the lead, took off with it. Stuart Friesen was there as well, but just couldn't quite get around Brett Moffitt.
Yeah, I believe Brett Moffitt's truck really liked the clean air, and it just pretty much come to life.
And then before the end of the race, Enfinger would have a tire to go down. Just another part of that crushing blow to him.
Yeah.
I believe I saw on Twitter he was throwing stuff and got in a heated argument with Austin Hill, and that's another Thor Sport driver fighting against Austin Hill. Not quite as exciting as it was with Johnny, but still, it's not a good look for Austin Hill right now with all this confrontation between the Thor Sport drivers.
So who's it going to be next? Matt Crafton or Ben Rhodes?
Maybe Mike Snyder would come back and get angry with Austin Hill. Yeah. But it definitely doesn't help your reputation, and especially when you're wanting to make your way up to the Xfinity Series and Cup Series. So, which Austin Hill is going to the Xfinity Series next week. So we'll see what he can do in that.
Yes. So I don't see him making any friends right now.
Yes. Like on NASCAR Heat, you have that rival ally system. So right now, all of Thor Sport is rivals with them. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. If it'll just die out here, or if it continues throughout the playoffs.
So we're going to see Tory Racing versus Thor Sport, and it's like 4 against 1. So.
Yeah. They're going to add some more trucks before too long, just to have a fair fight, I guess.
Maybe.
But with that, Brett Moffitt would win. A unsponsored truck would take home the checkered, which I believe it hadn't happened in quite a while. So it does make the thumbnail look kind of blank, Not much I could have done with it besides white truck, but it was pretty interesting to see a white truck win a race.
Yeah, I'm not sure, why they have them sponsored problems. He's winning races. He's very competitive, and he won the championship last year. So I believe he's on a good run right now. So anybody out there want to sponsor him, go ahead.
I mean, we would, but we don't even get $1 from this. So we couldn't really sponsor you, but if we could, we would.
Yeah, and I got very lucky of picking him for the win. Last year we was trying to do some shout outs to freight auctions and him, and it was kind of funny because I was wearing a freight auction shirt on our Fast Picks video, and I just, later on I realized, hey, I picked Brett Moffitt. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see him, Victory Lane, actually lead the race and win.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, it was pretty much dominating fashion after Enfinger was taken out, so it would have been interesting to see what Enfinger could have done. Could he have got back up there to him, or was Brett Moffitt's car or truck better up front? That's something we'll never know. But anyways, let's see who found Dale Jr. in the thumbnail for Sonoma. We have Hendrick 92488 and also Streamsville Speedway. So thank you for playing along and finding Dale Jr. And for Sonoma, I accidentally put 2 Dale Jr.'s in, so I guess that's an extra bonus there.
Yep.
So anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video, and we'll see you for our Xfinity Series race review coming up shortly.